Hey gang, it's my comic pull list for September 7th, 2016. Starting off with DC. Now, I didn't have any DC titles on my list last week because it was like the 5th Wednesday of the month, but I've got 3 this week. First up, it's Cyborg Rebirth #1. I've never read Cyborg before, but I always thought he sounded like an interesting character, so I decided to give this title a shot with this Rebirth issue. We start off in the heat of battle as Victor Stone, aka Cyborg, fights with an unknown cybernetic being who's trying to gain access to Star Labs. Now this is a really good starting issue. There's plenty of action and new storyline for old readers of this title, while interwoven throughout, writer John Semper Jr. has included flashbacks which serve kind of as an origin story and an introduction for novice readers like myself. And I thought this raised some interesting questions about, the merging of man and machine, and at what point does one cease to be a human? Paul Pelletier also did a great job on the art. Now I know I've been talking about having too many titles and needing to drop a few, but I really like this one, and I'll probably get it for at least another few issues. Next, it's Flintstones #3. So Pebbles and Bam Bam and their schoolmates take a class trip to the planetarium, which has the unfortunate side effect of causing an alien invasion. So it's up to Fred, Barney, and the Loyal Order of Water Buffalo to save Bedrock. I didn't like this issue as much as the last one. There's still comedy, but not as much satire. Still, it's good enough for me to stick with the series for now. Moving on to one of my favorite Rebirth titles so far, it's Nightwing #4. So Nightwing and Raptor finally enact their endgame to shut down the Parliament of Owls permanently. But the Parliament ain't going down without a fight. And what a fight it is. This is a great issue with lots of action and a surprise ending I didn't see coming. I'm looking forward to seeing where the story goes from here. Next from Image, it's another one of my favorites, The Walking Dead #158. The Whisper of War continues, and remember last issue's ominous warning? Everyone featured on the last page will have drastically different lives 5 issues from now, if they're still living. They weren't kidding. Right out of the gate, we start this issue off with a gruesome death of one of these characters on the 2nd page. From there, things go pretty quickly till the end. And that last page, whoa. I kind of hope it's a fake out, but guess we'll see in the next issue. Moving on to Marvel, it's Star Wars Poe Dameron #6. When last we saw Poe and Black Squadron, they were battling for their lives outside of Gracchus the Hutt's stronghold on Megalox prison. While up in orbit, BB-8 and the other astrodroids were having troubles of their own. Here the battle continues to see who will free Gracchus and get his information about Laura Sinteca. This was a good issue, and the plot leading into issue #3 thickens as General Organa raises some disturbing questions. Next from Titan, it's Doctor Who, the 9th Doctor, #5. So Rose Tyler has superpowers, and she takes to the skies with a group of similarly powered humans. Meanwhile, the Doctor and Mickey Smith try and figure out what's causing the transformation of Mickey's wife Martha, who unknown to the Doctor will be his future companion. This was an okay issue. I like the storyline, but felt like it could have played out a little longer, but it does look like elements of it will bleed over into the next issue at least. And finally from Zenescope, it's Satan's Hollow #6. Wait, didn't I talk about #5 last week? Yes, I was behind, but now I'm caught up. So last issue we saw Sandra in the thick of it, trying to stop the forces of evil from opening a portal to hell. In this final issue, we learn whether or not she succeeds, or if she indeed survives. This title has been hit or miss for me. Alan Otero's artwork has been great throughout, but I didn't always care for Joe Brush's writing. Elements of the story were just too over the top for me. It started out as a good psychological thriller, and then it went for cheesy horror. But I'd say this is worth picking it up in trade if you can get it for cheap. That's all on this week's pull. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. You guys are truly awesome. See you later.